Freddie. Wow! Wow! What? Howdy. Hey everyone, Steve Dangle here, and welcome to another edition of Steve's Hat Picks, where we take a look at the best from around the NHL over the past week. We got a slam dunk here. This is the easiest one. The Vegas Golden Knights in a must-win game against the New Jersey Devils, who don't have Jack Hughes. Who won? You guessed it, the Devils! But sometimes we can exaggerate how bad a team in the NHL is and forget that they have NHL players on them. Like, for example, the Devils have Jesper Boqvist. Here he is turning Alex Pietrangelo into a pretzel.
Stevenson starts it out. Pass intercepted. Jesper Boqvist back in, trying to cut to the inside, and Pietrangelo, and he scores! Nice move by Jesper Boqvist. Got around Pietrangelo. He has goals in 3 of his last 4. And it's 3-1 Devils.
Well, turnovers, Golden Knights trying to force it in the neutral zone, and here's the turnover. Boqvist reads it, jumps on it. You can see Pietrangelo kind of gets caught flat-footed. Great move by Boqvist. And that beats Leonard short side. Leonard didn't even see it.
2 goals for the Devils in a span of 4 minutes and 43 seconds.
I'm debating whether or not this should go in Dangles because, like, look at Robin Leonard. This shot freezes him so much that it might have literally froze him. I'm not, like, can you get lag in real life? Sometimes it feels like it. But for that move, that move. That's a hat pick. Our next hat pick comes from a game between the Florida Panthers and the Detroit Red Wings. Who won? You guessed it. No, Florida. You don't get a miracle every time. This hat pick starts with a drop pass that didn't really work and ends with a drop pass that really did.
Spit out a probability of who's going to win that draw. That time getting it correct with Larkin snapping it back.
Barkov, shorthanded, in. Penalty coming up, score, Lundell! Anton Lundell's second of the game, 18th of the year. Assist to Barkov. It's 5-0 Florida.
Well, a shorthanded goal. Watch Barkov just anticipates the play. Now, this is the key. Watch how he holds off a big body in Seider. Seider does not want to take a penalty, and Barkov uses his strength and then just drops it back. What a play from Barkov. Holding off Seider. He took a little look back and then drops it back. Holy Mackinac, what a play.
The Cats really are toying with their food. Alexander Barkov does a great job fighting off Mo Seider, one of the Rookie of the Year candidates this year. Drops it for Anton Lundell, someone who hasn't really been getting the Rookie of the Year love, but probably should be, and he buries it. He's now got 18 goals and 43 points in 60 games this season. Oh, and Florida's won 10 straight. That's a hat pick. For our next hat pick, now producer Drew gives me a description of each play. And this play involves Fleury passing it to Gaudreau. And I thought, cool. I don't know who that is. Unless Theo Fleury came out of retirement and he passed it to Johnny. I mean, there's Barclay Gaudreau, but he didn't spell it right. The only other Gaudreau I can think of is Freddie, and I don't even know where he plays right now. I remember watching him in the 2017 Stanley Cup Final between the Penguins and Predators, and he was on the Preds. I do remember that. Let me just look at his career. 1 point in 9 games with the Preds, 3 points in 20 games with the Preds, 4 points in 55 games with the Preds. Oh, he was pretty good last year. 10 points in 19 games with Pittsburgh. 40 and 69! This dude's got 1 more point than Marcus Foligno, and he's 1 point behind Joel Eriksson Ek. What a breakout season for Freddie Gaudreau, and maybe I should shut up and show you the play. It's a nice goal, but it's an even better pass from Marc-Andre Fleury.
Try to leave it for Gaudreau, and there's a takeaway. And a break. Klingberg lost the puck. Not able to corral the hit ahead, and Gaudreau back the other way with some open ice. Between the circles, wrist shot, score! Klingberg couldn't catch up to the puck at one end, and that created the opportunity for Gaudreau at the other. He deposits it in overtime, and it is a Minnesota win.
How about sweet revenge for Marc-Andre Fleury? He gave up the goal to Jason Robertson early in the third period through the 5-hole, but the only reason why this goal is scored is because of the heads-up play by Marc-Andre Fleury. Heads-up play, bypasses to Freddie Gaudreau. Gaudreau does the rest, and this is a tough save. You cut across the middle, you shoot back against the grain. Good job here by Gaudreau to elude Jason Robertson and then shoot it back to the blocker side where Scott Wedgwood was moving.
If you're a goaltender, do that if you can. Woo, what a feed from Fleury. All he needs, honestly, all he needs at this point, well, if you ask him, it'll probably be a cup, but I think he needs a goal. But until then, a sick setup pass for the overtime winner will do. That's a hat pick. Up next, this guy's becoming a mainstay on hat picks. I love watching this guy play. Rob Thomas, the smooth setup.
Marchand. Robert Thomas takes the puck away. Pavel Buchnevich. Tarasenko scores! That is a goal scorer's goal. Pirouetting, knowing where the corner of the net is, and taking the Blues from a 2-1 deficit to a 3-2 lead.
It looks like there's really not much happening off this rush, but St. Louis makes something of it. Turnover right there, forced by Thomas. Nice little move to the inside, and you get beat there. Now potential for numbers 3-on-2, but it's not your classic 3-on-2 where that puck ends up to a wide open guy on the net drive. Nice between the legs pass, but Tarasenko.
Jeez! You know what? The whole passing play is nice, but underratedly, that is a snipe from Tarasenko. Jack Edwards correctly identifies it as a goal scorer's goal, which is maybe a little bit more sophisticated than holy cow, what a snipe! But holy cow, what a snipe! That's a hat pick. For our next play, I don't know, people were screaming for this one, and I didn't put it in Dangles, but it's got to go somewhere. Here's Frederik Andersen. Yes, Frederik Andersen skating the puck to center ice, and then with the drop pass. What are you doing, Freddie?
D'Angelo able to play the puck for Carolina. Trocheck.
Yeah, but Toronto's going to get a penalty.
Yeah.
But Toronto nearly put in the puck after it came off the boards. He hit the side of the net. Then he went over to... There's
Anderson stick handling with it. He's trying to get to the bench for an extra skater on the delayed penalty.
Oh, boy. You see him get this stick around it, and here's Freddie Andersen. You didn't know he could handle a puck like that.
You know what? If you're a goaltender, 10 the goal guy has something to say. Well, it's more of a question. Why isn't that allowed? Like, obviously that was allowed, but you're not allowed to cross the center ice line as a goaltender, and I want to know why. What, does it give your team an unfair advantage? Because I would argue it super doesn't, you know, with the whole net empty thing. I don't know if you noticed, but the team that pulls their goalie for the extra attacker often gets scored on, and they usually don't send out a goalie as the extra attacker. Whatever. Freddie makes a sick move, and I liked it. That's a hat pick. For our next hat pick, we have a save. I don't even know what to call this. Just look at Casey DeSmith go to work.
First period, here's a giveaway, and it's Trennan. Trennan with a shot. That one didn't make it through. Trennan picks it up again, circles the net. Trennan top side with a shot. Save, rebound. Oh, what a stop from DeSmith. He robs Janot on the backhand. Laid down along the ice. He got it with the leg pad and saved the goal.
Casey DeSmith at 6 feet, 181 pounds. The crowd on their feet here. And now they'll get another look at this as he uses his right skate to push back to his left. And he gets that pad. Look at this. His head's going one way. Now it follows through. And he gets the left pad on this backhand attempt. And boy, Janot here on the backhand knows that that's up an inch and a half. That's in the net.
Seriously, what do you call that? Is that luck? Is it athleticism? Is it instinct? I think it is actually a magnetic pull. How does he A, identify where the puck is, and B, tell his brain to get from A to B to stop it? He shouldn't be able to do that, but he does. And that's a hat pick. For our next hat pick, we have another save. I watched this live, and I thought William Nylander simply missed. But if you watch it, well, watch it.
Zipped up top, Giordano. Nice move in the slot. Giordano, backhand. Nylander, oh, open net. Did Samsonov get a piece as he was reaching backward, and Nylander just missed.
Nylander's going to come around the back of the net. He's got all kinds of room. And Samsonov, in a desperation attempt, puts his stick back and knocks it out of the air.
Ilya Samsonov, robbery! Welcome to Steve's Paddle Save Emporium, Ilya. That is spectacular work, and if you need to know how good of a save it was, Just take a look at Willie's reaction. Oh, dang it. I'm gonna end up on hat picks. Careful, Willie, you might end up on the other one too. This next hat pick is why I love hat picks. Because regardless of how you react to these plays, you scream, you just can't believe it. All of it is essentially just a professional athlete doing things that you can't do. Here's Nico Hischier doing at least 3 of those things.
Now the Devils right back through center. Hischier gets around Kessel. Little drop across, they score! I think that's Fabian Zetterlund. And the Devils have tied it at 1.
Yeah, it certainly is. Good eye, and what a play. What a pass by Hischier, I believe. Right onto the tape. It was under the stick of Gostisbehere and into the back of the net, just under the arm. And Zetterlund.
Dude, he gets the puck with his skate, bats it out of the air, dangles Phil Kessel so bad he has to give one of his rings back. Okay, yeah, that might have been hyperbole, you're right. And then he sets up Fabian Zetterlund for his first career NHL goal. Unbelievable. That's a hat pick. 2 more hat picks to go, and this one, my mentions got flooded. Why not? Bust who? Who is this bust? If former first overall pick Alexis Lafrenière is a bust, no one told him. Watch this goal.
Is from Hedl and Goodrow at 4:37. Lafreniere gets some room. Between the legs, he scores! Oh, baby, what a goal! Make it too tough on the kid.
Watch him fake everybody. The goalie is already down twice. It was such a great fake that he was going to shoot the puck. He drops his shoulder. Here and again, watch him drop his shoulder like he's going to shoot it. And
you know, I got a feeling he's going to be okay. Dude, that's Dylan Larkin. He did that too. You didn't have to do him like that. Drew, I need you to just crank the volume on this one. Madison Square Garden, all the fans in one of the most storied sports venues in North America. Crank the volume. The 2 levels of pop are incredible.
Lafreniere gets some room. Between the legs, he scores!
They all see the move, and they all get the payoff. You see those moves, man? They don't always pay off with a goal. It's hard to score in the NHL. It's hard to dangle a defending player like that. Putting them together, mwah. That's a hat pick. And for our final hat pick, you might have noticed earlier I showed you Vladimir Tarasenko's second nicest goal of the week. Why is it the second nicest? Because of this.
Draw is 1. Thomas got it from Hinostroza. And now Tarasenko in the clear. And a shot. And he scores! The one-handed tuck-in move by Tarasenko. He's done it again. He did it in New York and does it tonight in Western New York.
Vladimir Tarasenko has activated superhero mode here in the last handful of games, and this was a fantastic play as we watch the face-off. Robert Thomas wins a face-off. Torrey Krug with a set play to Vladimir Tarasenko. He pokes it around with one hand to get it in, and then he manages to pull it back to the backhand. The old Peter Forsberg on that play as we watch it here. Such a tough play for Andersen because he's got to follow the puck on that play. But then when Vladimir Tarasenko was able to pull it back, there's nothing the goaltender can do. Just such talent and such speed, and what a great job.
I'll take guys, the Blues are glad they didn't trade for 500. Holy cow. Again, I love saying this on hat picks, and I'm not saying it to say it. I'm saying it because it's true. Players in the NHL can do things that previous generations of NHL players just couldn't do. And if they did them, it was a once or maybe twice in a lifetime thing. It was the sort of thing that we talked about forever. And in this case, it was the sort of thing that got you put on a postage stamp. Heroic moments to secure a gold medal for your country. Or maybe even in the shootout, because, I mean, it's the shootout. But Vladimir Tarasenko is taking ankles and pulling the Forsberg in the second period of a regular season game against the Sabres. But this is easy for him. This is just another night of business. Holy cow, Tarasenko. That's a hat pick. Woo! What'd you think of this week's edition of Steve's Hat Picks? Let me know in the comment box down below. And remember to help us out. Use hashtag HatPicks when you tweet at me, when you tweet at producer Drew, or you could even just tweet it yourself if you use the hashtag. The more you know. But now, that is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all your friends. Just because Vladimir Tarasenko asked for a trade doesn't mean you got to do it. It's a good thing you didn't do it.